In Lingua Podcast live from Dessau is broadcast from Mitteldeutschland and features all things languages. The show is hosted by our teachers, presenting students and guests from all walks of language learning experiences. Today in the studio is one of the best students we've ever had at our language school. Her name is Dajana, and I'm very excited that she agreed to come in today to talk about how she found out about InLingua and where does she go from InLingua. So Dajana, again, thank you so much for coming in today. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to talking to you today. And yeah, I guess my first question is, how did you find us?
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Dajana.
Thank you for welcoming me here. So I really appreciate it as well. How did I find InLingua? So to be honest, I knew InLingua before because of my last employee. So we had a lot of English courses with InLingua,
Okay.
so I already know it. And a good friend of mine did a course here as well. And yes, he recommended me this course and this language school. And I decided some years ago to change my career, right? So I worked 20 years for business companies, for production companies, which were worldwide networked with clients all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
But I was not really satisfied anymore with this job, and I was thinking what I can do the next 20 years. And so I decided for myself to become a teacher for a foreign language, actually. So, and I think, okay, this cannot be so difficult because I have some English skills and maybe I can become an English teacher at a German school. This is possible in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
When you have some education or skills. So I'm able to teach, for example, economics because I study economics and have experiences in that, and English as well. But I found out that I need a special level to do it here in Germany. It's called C1 level.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I talked to the agency of employment, to my supervisor, about my plan, about my wishes. So, and she said to me, okay, that's not really normal, and we actually don't support this kind of things, but you can look what school you would like, look in the internet. And I was thinking, okay, why my friend recommended InLingua. I know them already. So, and I just went to this website from InLingua, and I found it really easy to have this test, right? Just to see where I stand with my English skills. So, and I did it. It was quick. It was easy, and I get a really quick response from them.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a call from InLingua, and they told me, okay, you achieved the B1 level, and I was really disappointed. What? B1? No, that's not good enough. And so, and he asked me why I did this test. And then I had a really nice conversation with this guy, and I told him, okay, see, I want to become a teacher. I want to become a teacher for a foreign language, and I thought English is a good thing. And then he made a short phone interview with me,
Mm-hmm.
and said, okay, your written skills are B1, but your spoken skills are good. So they are B2 level. And then he said to me, okay, let's see. We will make an offer to the agency of employment, and then we will see what they will say, and say, okay, go forward. And he did it. And they sent the offer to my supervisor at the agency, and then I had a conversation with her, and I said to her, really, I would like to do that, and I really think I have good chances afterwards when I achieve a C1 level to get a new job, to have a new career. And yeah, and yes, she approved it. So
Okay.
I think it has something to do with her, right? It depends what consultant you get.
Okay.
Yeah, how open they are. They are really open to give you, for example, SAP courses or project management courses or
Mhm.
things like that. But
Okay.
it was not so easy to get an English course
Okay.
because they don't see really the necessary of it, right? And I know from my friend that he needs it for a job. You know, I think it's normal to have English or to speak English in companies, in business companies,
Right.
because they all work with clients all over the world,
Mhm.
and English is the language how to communicate with them,
Okay.
right?
So you found us, you take that assessment test online, then you have a meeting with our coordinator, then there's an agreement that you want to come here and study, and then a linguist sends an application to the unemployment agency and requests, okay, we want to have Diana with us.
Yeah.
And then unemployment agency consultant says yes or no.
Yes.
Okay.
And she said yes. Maybe she liked me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, and then I get a called activation voucher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I brought them back to Lingua, and I had some days afterwards a short meeting
Mm-hmm.
here at Lingua, where I was introduced. I don't know. About the time management, how it will work, and I've got my materials, my teaching materials,
Okay.
like a book and things like that, and yeah, and just 2 weeks later, I started my course.
Okay.
So it was quick, it was it was uncomplicated, so it was really good, good
Nice.
work.
No, it's good to hear that. Okay. So for anyone out there listening who's interested in starting a course at our language school, that is how you do it, right? That's how you do it. That's good. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. You said you worked in the international global companies for 20 years. You needed English for that job. So then let's go back a little bit further. When did you start learning English?
Yeah, I grew up in the Eastern Germany,
Mhm.
in Eastern Germany. So, and it was more common to learn Russian, actually.
Okay.
So, and English, I started at the 5th class with
Mhm.
English. And then I made my graduate in English as well at school.
Okay.
But to be honest, I wasn't a good student. So I had a really bad mark. Yep. I'm convinced.
What is a bad mark? A bad mark is
a bad
3?
mark in German? No, it's 4.
Okay. So you graduated with a 4 in English? Okay.
It wasn't good.
Wasn't good.
So I had really problems to understand the language, right? And the grammar, things like that. So I've got absolutely no feelings for this language
Okay.
or for any language. So I was young and I was not interested.
You had other interests. Yeah,
Definitely,
of course.
definitely. And after I graduated school, I decided to study economics.
Mhm.
And English was still a part of my study, business English then. And I recognized over the years that it's really important to get a better English, because when you will find a good job,
Mhm.
right, in a company, you need English.
Okay.
So, and I thought at this time, okay, when I'm finished here, so I will spend another semester abroad just to get better skills in English. So there was some opportunities from my university to go to Scandinavia, to Sweden, but I had really luck at this time. So I found a company here in Dessau where I did my my written exam, right?
Okay.
So I wrote there my master work.
Okay. Yeah.
And they asked me, okay, Dajana, what would you like to do after your study? And I was young and I said, oh, I want to make career actually. So I had no plans. And they say, okay, what do you think when you work for us and we will send you to the UK? And I was thinking, UK, okay. I was a little bit hesitate because my boyfriend, now my husband, lives in southern Germany at this time, and I was looking for a job more in this area. And my mother said, are you stupid? This is such a great chance, take it. And then I called them and asked, okay, where in the UK? London. Okay, I do it.
Okay.
All right. So, and then, yeah, I went to London and I worked and lived there. And to be honest, with my really bad English skills, I arrived at Heathrow the beginning of January 2002. And they picked me up, brought me to the office, showed me everything, introduced to my new colleagues, showed me my apartment, and we picked up my car. And I should drive on the wrong side.
Exactly.
And of course, I made 2 accidents in 10 minutes. So, and my boss said, oh no, okay, you changed places. Yes, please. So it was so strange. The first days was so strange for me.
You're driving on the wrong side the first day that you arrived?
Yes, downtown London.
Yeah.
So not in a remote area, really downtown London.
All right, you just came, let's go.
Narrow streets and
Ooh, that's brave.
So I hit the other car with my mirror, and there was a really big man sitting in this car, and my boss gave him some money, and it was fine.
Okay.
And to some meters away there was a London cab. And he was a little bit angry, and he said to me, you cannot drive. And my boss said, oh, I'm sorry, she's from Germany and she is new here. And I was, oh my God, I want to go back home. But okay, I managed it. So they brought me back to the apartment and said to me, okay, have a nice weekend. See you on Monday.
Okay.
And I start crying.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I had such nice colleagues. They called me, they picked me up at the weekend, they showed me everything, explained me how the tube is working and things like that, and how to find the place, the way to the work, and the cycles, the traffic signs. I stand there and watch the cars, how they get into the cycles.
And the roundabouts.
And the roundabouts,
Yeah.
right. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, and I managed it. And
Was your apartment far from the office?
no, just 15 minutes by car.
Okay.
So it was nice. And
Did you drive on that Monday, or did someone come to pick you up?
I drive on Sunday, right?
For practicing?
I went to buy food to the supermarket and watched. And really watched, and I get back to the apartment, took my car, and started to drive.
Okay.
And I was shaking all the time, really shaking. And then I called my mom. I did it. I drove. Yes. Yeah, it was crazy. And I was 22. I was young.
Yeah.
And and then after 2 weeks in the office and very close to my colleagues and things like that, I understand more and more.
Okay.
Every evening I wrote down the new words and translated into German and learn it, right? And after 2 weeks I understand nearly everything. So the speaking part was not so easy. It took more time, so to feel comfortable to speak, right? I think this is the most challenge for in a foreign language. But I did it as well after some weeks. So, and then I made phone calls by my own and booked tickets and train station and things like that. And and the best thing at the end was I had customer meetings by my own, so without my boss. So because this was my duty, this was my task to find new customers for my company in Germany. Yeah, and I found a customer called Heinz. I think you know them. In the UK, it's really popular for toddler biscuits, for infant biscuits and things like that.
Okay.
And I really found a really big customer.
Fantastic.
So, and then I, after 6 months, I had to leave, and it was the interesting and greatest time in my life so far.
Okay.
Definitely. And I would say when you will learn a language, you need to go abroad. You need to go in the country where the language is spoken.
Okay.
When you are not a natural talent.
Okay. So if you have that opportunity, it's obviously like you're immersed, right, in that particular culture. Like you should, speak, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Nobody speaks German there.
So you come back to Germany after 6 months?
Yeah.
Still working for the same company?
Yes.
Okay. And you're coming back to this area, like Dessau?
No.
Okay.
The company I worked at this time has two facilities, two production facilities. One was here in Dessau, but this was mainly production.
Okay.
And all the administration departments like purchase departments, sales departments, finance and things like that was based in Marburg.
Okay.
Marburg is in Hessen. It's a very, very nice and old city. And so I moved and I lived there for 5 years.
Okay.
And then I get pregnant with my first child. And they decided to close the facility in Marburg and just to focus all here in this area on Dessau. So it was a good chance for me to come back at home to my mother, to my family, to my friends and things like that. I was pregnant. It was really a good thing for me.
Okay.
It was positive. So, and 1 year later, I applied for other job, for other company, because I want to earn some more money and want to do something new, things like that. And this is a company, it's a chemical company in by St. Götzau. They produce PE films.
Okay.
Different kind of PE films. And I worked there as well as a sales manager in the sales department and was responsible for all the clients we have had abroad, so around Germany, but mainly for the UK and Ireland clients.
So in the second opportunity, the second work opportunity, you're using English every day?
Every day, so I would say 80% of my communication was in English, so just the internal communication with my colleagues was in German. Otherwise, but emails, telephone calls, meetings, everything was in English.
So the 6 months that you spent in London, that really jettisoned your English-speaking skills.
Of course, definitely. So much. As I said, I was a really bad student in English, so... And, I don't think about grammar when I'm speaking. I don't think about it. So I'm just speak like I feel it, right? So maybe it sounds good for me. So maybe it's wrong, but they said to me, "Oh, your English is good in the UK and my office." So no, it's good. So really, we understand you. So and yes, I could handle it, manage it 20 years. So we made deals, we made contracts. So it works. But I found out that I used mostly the same vocabulary, right?
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
So the special vocabulary you need for your work. And this English course here at Lingua showed me there are so much more words to use,
Okay.
right? So, and this was a really good plus for me to have this course. And of course, I get more involved in grammar, actually. But I always need to think about the structure to create a sentence. So, and that's why it's absolutely necessary for me to, after the course, to keep on going with English. Yeah. So what can I do in my free time? So I watch Netflix movies and series in English. I listen more carefully to music, and I speak to my children in English at home, so they hate it, but I do it. So just to practice it, right? Just to don't lose it.
You don't want to lose it, right? Okay, so you're practicing English with your kids at home.
Yes.
And they don't like it. Or they do like it. Or they're like, Mama.
Okay, my daughter likes it because she has a talent for language. Really, she has a really good talent. She speaks really good French and English. She is on a really high level in English, and she is my critical. My mom. That's not correct. It sounds not correct and things like that. My oldest son, hated because he's not so good in English and he has some difficulties. But I think when I do it will help him, right?
Yeah.
It will definitely help him.
Yeah.
And my youngest one is just 4, and 4 is a really good age to learn languages. So and I just say it to him and then I translate it in German. So I try.
Okay. No, it's good. Like kids, like you say, like 4-year-olds, sponge. I don't think I had a foreign language until I was in the 8th grade.
Oh, that's late.
How old am I in the 8th grade? Like 14 or 15? 14 years old?
Yeah. 14, I think 14 years.
Spanish,
all right.
Yeah. But no, that's good. Like introducing this to your kids at an early age, I think is very beneficial, especially in today's world, right? In this evolving, like globalized world. And like you said, like you didn't expect that you would need it one day. And then you got, a super opportunity to move abroad, to live abroad, to work abroad. That's fantastic. At such an early age too. What did your partner say when you told him you were moving to London? Did he say, "Okay, honey, like good luck. I'll be here.
Definitely.
I'll wait for you.
Yes.
Come back soon."
He was as well very excited, and he was happy for me that I've got this chance. And of course, he used this for himself because he visited me twice, and London is a very interesting city. It's not England, it's London. Like New York is not America or whatever. Right. And a lot of my friends visit me, so I've had people in my apartment every weekend. Yes, it was a really nice time.
How big was your apartment in London?
It was 2 rooms, a bedroom, a living room, a kitchen, and a floor. Yeah, and a bathroom. So it's really nice.
So you could have you could have 2 people.
Yeah.
Comfortably.
Definitely. Yeah, it was expensive for them because London is really, it was cheap for them. London is really expensive to stay there. So they just took the plane, I picked them up, and then I showed them everything. So
It's about accommodation. Like if you can find somebody, stay with a friend, that you don't have to spend that 200 a night, 300 a night, then you can save so much money that you can see the city, right?
And you have somebody there who knows the city. Who can show you some other things, not the typical, to sightseeing things everybody wants to see. Yeah.
The touristy sites. Interesting. Okay, so you come back then you changed jobs. You have your first child. How long did you work at the second company?
13 years.
Okay. So this is your main work.
Definitely, yeah.
Back in Dessau, 80% English, everyday international clients. So does it make you feel different, like that you're in this small community and your language skills are so good? Do you have more confidence? Does it give you another perspective? Does it make you feel more important? You know what I mean? Like when you have this under your belt, like...
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And sometimes, Dessau is a nice city, definitely. But he's not really... I don't know. You don't meet really interesting people, right? So, and in my jobs, I always had contacts to different cultures and to different persons, and as well my experience in London. So, yeah, it's quite boring sometimes. So, and that's why I really enjoy to have this course here with 3 interesting teachers. So, to get in contact with them. Yeah, I really love that. So,
Okay, so let's talk about the course then real quick.
mhm.
So at the moment, yeah, we have not many teachers, right, working because of the pandemic. Classes have gone all online. So you had 3 or 4 teachers, right? 1 American, 2 Turkish, 1 Pakistani. So an international
Club.
like club. When you first started that first week, did it take some time to get used to the different teachers, different accents, different pronunciation, or was it a smooth transition?
I'm honest now.
Yeah, of course you
The
can.
first day I had my first lesson.
That was with me, right?
No, it was with Sanju.
I was Jansu. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was the second. Okay, that's right.
It was the second. And so I had headache afterwards because it was the first time after a really long time that I spoke English in this frequency, right? And I was thinking, oh my God, 8 weeks every day. Oh no. But after some days, really in the same week, it's fun. I really enjoy it. I really love it, and it becomes a really important part of my daily ritual. Right. And I really looked forward to my lessons. So, and in the first week, I met all my teachers, and everyone has a different style to teach, and this makes the lessons so interesting, right? So it wasn't boring. So
Good.
there was always new stuff and the background and the experiences they could provide to me. So I really found this helpful. And there was no difference in pronunciation. They really had a perfect English. Really, I don't know. Yeah.
That's good.
Perfect,
Yeah, yeah.
really perfect. And I like my dialogues with Ali a lot. So we sometimes lost ourselves because of our dialogue. So we talk about political things and about his country, Pakistan. So I was really interested to find out more of my teachers. So sometimes we didn't make our lesson stuff with the book and things like that. We just was talking all the time. And I really like that. So
Yeah, that's also learning, right? I mean, like, what's interesting and challenging when we have a student like you, that's such a high level of proficiency. The book stuff is important. Okay, if there's a grammar point that you want to make, but using the language becomes priority, right? And I think that you have to go into like discussions about a certain topic, like a TED talk that you both want to listen to and then discuss it, or an article that you read or a chapter in a book that you read. It's challenging because like that's when you have to, give people more complicated material. Like and then I think a lot of times, like, you have 3 kids, it becomes a matter of time management. Like, were you able to read that unit? Were you able to check out that TED Talk? Were you able to? Because the high level students that I have right now, that's the challenging part. Like, I need to push them to find the time, right, to study. So you said, like, after the course, okay, so you had an 8-week intensive course. How many hours a day was the course?
3 hours.
Okay, for 8 weeks. And did the teachers, did they bring any extra material into the lesson? Did they use like stuff from YouTube or stuff from like other ELT websites?
Yes.
Okay.
They provide me with a lot of other materials,
Okay.
so YouTube videos, of course. Ali showed me the In Lingua podcast, and he explained me as well how I can manage to get the speed of the language a little bit.
You can lower it.
So on YouTube, and this was a really good thing for me. So,
Yeah.
and I learned. We share my homework and things like that online, and this was as well a good.
Did you like the platform?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
the exercises are sort of integrated.
Definitely.
Okay.
So they really did. They provide me with a lot of materials, so I can go through afterwards and to prepare myself a little bit more. And yes, they really the also, for example, sent me books in English for my level. So I read Hamlet in English. So. And it was easy. It was really easy.
Perfect.
And we talk a lot about movies. What he likes to see. And Ali, we talk a little bit about music. He likes to say music like my husband.
Okay.
So so there was a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you recommend something from Netflix, right, like a documentary, and then I want to be able to hear your perspective on it, like, and you have that ability to give me that perspective. That's what I like when students come back and say, yeah, what about this point? Like, let's talk about this or let's talk about that, and they initiate that. So that's what I'm saying. You're a rarity in our office, someone that we can, when you first start coming in and sitting down, that we can really get into some interesting material, right, and interesting discussions, which is great. So let's talk about after the course was finished. You said in the beginning of the podcast that you want to follow the next goal is to become an English teacher.
Yeah.
Right? How are you going to make that happen?
Yeah. First of all, I have to wait now for the certification. So for the test result, and we will see what I have achieved. If I've got the C1 level, but I don't think so, I could apply for teacher as a English teacher for the next school year. So it started in September, but the apply time is running out now this month, so I think I cannot manage it because I don't have the certification in my hand.
Okay, so you took a telc, what we're talking about, the certification. So Dajana took a telc test, C1.
Yeah.
B2 C1 or C1?
B2 C1.
B2 C1. When are you expecting the results?
I don't know. Really, I don't know.
Soon, right?
I hope so within the next 2-3 weeks, so maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. So if that certification says C1, you will. Okay, the application deadline is at the end of this month.
Yes.
Okay, but you'll still put that in. Okay, if not, next year.
So
where do you want to teach?
Where? So I would like to teach on secondary schools. So. And maybe on a private school, so because it's a little bit maybe easier to be independent from the government, to go this way. Yeah, we will see. So I have as well other chance, maybe not with English for the moment. I can teach business as well. So on secondary school, it's very common to have a subject called economics to provide the students for the job career after the school. Maybe this could be my chance to get into this job, right, as a teacher,
Right.
and then I can follow up with English as well, so I can get again the chance to have another course, for example, so to improve it more, to have a really good C1 level. So that's a plan.
Okay. Yeah, I know that getting into the state educational system is problematic. I've also thought about that myself, and I think I would run into the same obstacles as you, right? And my background is in sociology. So I sort of want to get into that topic, but let me ask you this. Have you met any other English teachers in Dessau that work in high schools or gymnasiums in Dessau?
Yes.
And what are their language skills like?
Perfect. But they study it actually. So they study. Others is a really hard work to pronounce. Pedagogy.
Yeah, pedagogical or pedagogy.
Pedagogy.
Yeah.
For English, right? So they have all the knowledge about the structure of this language, right? So how to use the grammar in the correct way. But I think I can manage this as well because you have time to provide the lessons.
Right.
And it's really easy explained in the books, in the materials for the students, for the children. So because the pandemic forced us to teach our children by our own. So, and I spent a lot of time with my son to teach them in every subject, and especially in English, because it was easy for me. And I found it really simple, right? It is really well structured, well explained, and I think, okay, you've got time to prepare your lesson, and you get better. Yeah, after some years, you get better. You have more practice and things like that, and I was thinking, okay, I can do it, and I've got experiences, right? I've got business experiences. I know how it works after school, what is important for them. And on a secondary school, you have more to focus on a normal job. You are not focused on a study. So, and I think this could be really helpful for these school systems to have people there who have experiences in work, in businesses and things like that, and can teach people, children, with business English and connect it to the real world, right? I think this could be a really high advantage.
Yeah.
It's my opinion.
No, I think it's a great idea. Basically, I think all you would need to do is, or one of the things that I think you should do is get a CELTA certification. And a CELTA is it's an intensive course. I did one in Turkey with Olcay. One of the most difficult courses I've taken, and I have a graduate degree, right? So it's about structuring a course. It's about time management. It's not really about teaching methods, but you do learn a little bit about teaching methods. But it's a great introduction, if you're wanting to start this new adventure into becoming like a teacher. It's a good certification that will put you ahead of the game, right? There's also like a TESOL certification. Olcay we did a CELTA. He also did a TEFL certification from Arizona State, I think. Did that a couple of years ago. But again, these are just kind of like trainings that, give teachers more tools for managing a course and some like teaching methodologies. I agree with you. I think the best teachers learn from experience. I don't think you not having a background in this, English pedagogy, I don't think that should limit you in what you want to do. Unfortunately, here in Germany, it's too rigid. It's not that flexible.
It's old-fashioned.
It's old-fashioned. Yeah, what if someone wants to go back, and change their profession? Maybe they've got a new passion. Why should that employment opportunity not be made available, right? That's my opinion. I understand why it's there, because now that I'm living in Germany for 4 years, like, rule oriented by the book, I understand that. But there has to be some flexibility in the hiring process here, I think, for you. And if you have to go to a private school, maybe that's the flexibility that, they will provide for you.
Yeah, that's my plan. So I hope it will work.
Yeah.
For me.
Are you optimistic that it will work?
Yes, I am. So I just focus this goal, but I have to work as well. I have to earn money.
Mm-hmm.
So if I cannot manage it yet, so maybe I've got the chance, the opportunity next year, right? So I don't will lose this goal.
Okay. No, I think it's a great goal. Like Jansu Jansu, she's from an ELT background, and so is Oljai. I'm not, but I can get away with it because of my experience, and I'm a native speaker.
Yes.
So that's
a big advantage.
Yeah. It's a little advantage. But yeah, also I've been teaching for a long time, so I get lucky. You're right, I get lucky. Did you have any negative experiences with this intensive course that you took with? Maybe I shouldn't say negative. Do you have any recommendations for us as a language school or as teachers? What could we have done to make your
No, I don't have
experience?
any.
Okay.
I don't have any negative experience.
I mean, you did it online.
That's the only thing, but
Okay.
this has nothing to do with the teacher or
Would
with the
you-
school. This is just because of the situation we are living at the moment.
Okay.
I really would like to have it more personal, more private in a school, face to face and
Mhm.
things like that. But it wasn't possible, so okay, we have to accept it. But everything works well, so the connection was okay. I could choose my time, right? The flexibility from Lingua to have my own time schedule. It was brilliant.
Okay.
So different materials, as said before, could be provided to me, but to have the personal contact, right, in a classroom it's much better.
Yeah.
But this has nothing to do with the Lingua or the teachers. So
Okay. Are you going to come back for a second course?
I really would like to do so. It depends from the agency of employment. Though they have the new offer from in Lingua, and now they have to decide if it goes further for me or not.
Okay.
I will see.
So, as you are still working with the Arbeitsamt, right?
Yes, I do.
When they give you a suggestion, okay, I don't know if you have to apply or if you want to apply. Are they only giving you jobs that require English, like a high level of English language skills?
No, not all of them need to have English skills. They provide me job offers. Yes, they fit to my experiences,
Okay.
to my educations and
Okay.
things like that. Right?
Okay.
They are English as well, but not only. So maybe for a controlling job, you don't need English.
Okay.
But to be honest, when I when I'm looking for a new job,
Mhm.
I'm focused on English, so
Okay.
because I really want to speak it, right? I don't
Right.
want to lose it. I really like it, and I feel more comfortable
Uh,
than before.
okay.
So, and I really would like to improve and to practice it more. And yeah, it would be a shame when I have a job where I cannot speak it.
Yeah.
For me,
That would be a shame. Yeah. Are you if the dream job, okay, let's say that the teaching job is put off for another year, right? Just because of the
Yeah.
certification results. And then something really good comes along.
yeah.
What's your do you take that's not teaching, right?
Yeah.
But back in business,
Yeah.
back in your area of expertise.
Yeah.
Do you jump on that?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
When it is an interesting job, an interesting company, and interesting tasks, so definitely I would like to do it. And this is to teach English or economics at school is a really high wish, but it's a hard way, definitely. And I will focus that, but yes, I have to work, I have to earn money, and yeah, it depends from the job offer, right? When it's
Right.
interesting, maybe I'm satisfied with it, and maybe I really like it, and to say, okay, that's what I want to do the next 20 years, so that's
Mhm.
fine for me,
Mhm.
and I can do the English in my private time,
Mhm.
right? So with my childrens, and maybe with you guys, I don't know, maybe we meet us in our free time, so then I have the chance to practice this.
No, we're definitely going to meet in the free time. And it's, it depends on, yeah, that doesn't depend on anything. You live right behind us.
That's true. That's my hood.
Like 10 minutes away, it's
I
there.
grew up there.
Yeah. So that's not a problem. I want you to tell us an interesting experience or like a funny experience, maybe in the UK or maybe back here or on another, trip that you went abroad, that there was some sort of like a meaningful interaction in English. Do you have anything like on the top of your head? Like,
I don't know if it's really interesting or funny, but yes, I went to a lot of places around the world. So and yeah, my really strange experiences with English is I flew to Lyon in France,
okay.
and I didn't know where my terminal was. So, and I asked the service people there, and I started with English, and I said, "Hey, can you help me, please?" Really polite and things like that, and they just ignored me. So they don't look at me. They don't answer me, and I was thinking, "Oh my God, my flight is going in 10 minutes, and I don't know where to go." And this is a service person. What's going on here? And then I said, "Bonjour." And that was enough, just to start with a French word or with a French sentence, and then they move into English. They change it. It was so strange, and I always had the same issues with my French clients. So they are so ignorant with their language and with English. So I think, what's going on, guys? So it's the word language. What's the matter? I know you can speak it. Yeah, but the other thing, as I came back from London, right, the English, the UK people, the English people are really polite, right? There's always a please behind the sentence. So, and I was back in Germany, and I was buying some strawberries on the market, and I said in German, kann ich bitte einen Korb Erdbeeren haben, please? And I said always please at the end of the sentence, and I did this a long time after I came back. So
That's funny.
yeah, this was really
That is a funny story. So I think you sort of adopt these cultural practices, right? Linguistic practices in other countries. Yeah, the French, it's just, they're notorious, right? And it's not even like a negative stereotype. It's just, that's the way it is,
yeah.
That's
You
the way
have
it is.
you have to know it, and when
Yeah.
you know it, so you can, you can handle it. So it just bonjour. And
Just
then
took
it's okay.
one bonjour, and then you had, oh yeah, it's go down there and take a left.
Yeah, that's true.
How long did it take you to pick up the British? Like it's, I've only been in London a few times, and even I have a hard time understanding what people are saying, like in like small talk or just like everyday vernacular. Like it's
in the UK.
There's a lot of phrases and that I don't understand.
Yeah, maybe they were just nice to me and speak really clear and good Oxford English. So I don't know, but there was something they always said higher. They always said higher when you meet somebody in the morning. Higher, and I was thinking higher, high. Like and R, what does this mean? And how are you?
Yeah.
This is just
Hiya. Yeah.
Higher. And then I started to say it as well. So when I went to London and higher, and they understand me. So yeah.
Yeah, the different dialects, I don't know.
But we have the same here in Germany. There are a lot of different accents here. Like the Bavarian people. Oh, this is so strange. You are there and you don't understand nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah. I don't speak German, so I don't have those problems.
Yeah, you are lucky.
No, but I hear that a lot. Like, people from different parts of the country, of course, have different dialects. Yeah, everywhere you go, there's always going to be like, negative stereotypes about like people from different areas and their linguistic skills. I'll tell you one funny story. Both my parents are from rural areas, right? And my father used to say "can't," like I can't do it. I can't, right? I can't. He would say "can't," or he would say "ain't," for like are not. I ain't going. I am not going. And that drove my mother crazy, like, because that really showed where they're from, right? And so my mother would always correct his pronunciation. And ain't. Ain't is like, you can say it, but still it's a word, I think. I don't know, but it's probably something you should avoid. Like, are you going to go? I ain't going. Huh? What did you say? You ain't going? Like, you sound like sort of like, okay, where'd you learn that from? From your grandparents. It's funny. So if my father listens to this, Dad, your grammar was only improved because you married my mom, right? Yeah, that's good. Anyway. Well, thanks for coming in. I've enjoyed this so much. I'm glad that we got this opportunity to sit down. Like, this is the second time I've seen you in person. And I hope we can organize some weekend barbecues, some bike tours.
We will do so. So I will expect my test levels, and then I'm thinking I will invite you to come to me to have a barbecue and to play some table tennis and things like that.
I will bring. We love to cook. Like Johnson and I, we love to cook. And Olcay too. Olcay is learning how to cook. He's not that bad, actually. But yeah, if you let us know,
definitely.
Of course we'll come over.
Definitely. I will do this. I really would like to enjoy that.
Yeah. Like I said, all my friends here are students. And I got a lot of good friends here, I think. And they've all come from the lessons. Yeah.
And it's a good chance for you to learn some German.
Yeah, we can
well.
We can practice our pass this and sit there and don't do that and put my son down, Scott.
Yes, a chance.
Why not? No, but seriously, thank you so much. And
you're welcome.
Yeah, I wish you the best and good luck in finding the job as a teacher.
Thank you very much. And thank you for having me today here at your podcast.
Of course.
So, see you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Enlingua Podcast, live from Dessau. We hope you stay tuned for more episodes.